włoski do Polski, za twoim przewodem złączył się z narodem. Marsz, marsz Dąbrowski, z ziemi włoskiej do Polski, za twoim przewodem złączył się z narodem.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Goliath. Goliath. That's a tank mine. I wanna ask him if he wants some time, if we can exchange a Sherman for that one. He doesn't want. Hi, but anybody's interested in the history of this thing? Or? But this is a device actually which was not originally German. It was actually initiated by the French. But the idea was basically stolen from the... No ja nawet nie poznałem, że pan jest tutaj. To dobrze pana zobaczyć tak, panie Tomaszu. Nie poznałem okulary i czapka, to tak. Hi, nice to see you too, Elizabeth. How are you, dear?
Good, how are you?
Did you come up going?
We were on the way.
And then we saw you.
Okay.
We would love to.
Say something about the...
Oh, Goliath?
We would love to play with you.
Okay. So the Goliath was actually... So you were interested in it, right? You wanted to learn about it. So after France failed, Germany came into the research, a French military research facility, and they were looking what they were working on, and they find out the idea of the remote control, the device which would be only for destruction and demolition. So they took what they found, they took it back to Germany, throw it in front of engineers, and they asked and said, what can we do for us? Can you do something for our troops, right? So they decided they're gonna make it electric, they're gonna put the batteries in that, and they tried to put the Bosch engine into it. And that's how they were testing. That was working fine, but it was fine in the testing area. In the field, it didn't really work. So they decided to swap to the gasoline engine, and then they added, they put the Bosch engine, Zindap engine. Similar engine than the motorcycles, the water pump, something like that. So that was able to carry actually 140 kilos of TNT. And then the range was extended also. So there's a big spool of wire in it too. So I can stop, and this thing is going to go far. So this was able to detonate in a safe distance. This was used by the unit called Pioneers. The German had a very specific combat engineer unit. Combat engineers which were only dealing with destruction and demolition. Now, if we have any believers, Catholics here, any Catholics? No? But there's a proof of the higher power. After the Warsaw Uprising feast at the beginning of October 1944 in Warsaw, then the Germans were building they came up with the big church, Holy Cross Church. They decided instead of taking their time and putting the charges along the building, they wanted to move it quicker. So the commanding officer requested 3 of those devices, and structure engineer, and he walked in and his mission was to determine where we were supposed to put those three of them to blow the building down. So he did, came up, says this is where I want it. One over there, one over there, one over there. They rolled three of them inside, connected them together, rolled the wires outside in the same distance. They activated. Oh yeah, they did their job. They flew. They blown, but the church is still standing. So if anyone has any doubts, there's an authority out there. Yes, there is. At this point, and ironically, what happened after, literally between the hours, then they were told that all the specialized units, all the very much specialized units have to be relocated out of Warsaw. So they didn't have a second chance. Because they were told every specialized combat engineers, everybody out, they were removing the troops out, or whatever they did the instruction, that was it. So after Warsaw was liberated, how did they learn about the whole story? Because they walked in after this into the church building when it was damaged, but there wasn't totally damaged, right? They found the pieces of it and the pieces of the trucks. So they collected some of them, and they put it, there was like a flag on one of the walls. They actually like moved it and just put like that, this is what happened, like that's how the God saved the church. So they use it, oh by the way, one last thing. Initially there were the teams of two. There was a driver and there was a spotter. And then they had to add the third person, like in the combat scenario, in the urban combat scenario. When there was like one last ride because they had those barricades, right? You only could control it as long as you get the wire connection. Okay? If someone will come up and cut the wires, there's no control over the vehicle, you cannot blow it. So the boys like him right here, they wanted to help the grown-up insurgents. So they were grabbing entrenchment tools, they were crawling very low, like just trying to come behind and cut it. The Germans and the third person. The third person over here. Snipers. So some excited, but a few of those guys unfortunately were shot. Held the big guys. But some of them, few of them succeeded. One last story. Walk, let's do the problem. Okay? And this particular piece is the only one on this side of the Atlantic Ocean which is actually operational. You see in the museums actually, in the museums you can see the station there. This is the only one. I got it because I represent the maker. This is a replica, but it's a very good replica, very accurate replica. So it was delivered during the COVID. We reassembled it here. The engine. So that was the thing.
How much drive it under the German?
Sorry?
You're gonna drive it under the German?
No, I want to trade it, but he doesn't want it.
How much explosives were in it?
140 kilos of TNT. Would be enough?
That ruined your day.
No, one last story, one last thing. When the American troops got into the depot and they found 3 of those. Anybody served? Veterans? Veterans? No? 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 No veterans. Alright, but anyway, who's a veteran?
The gentleman right here.
Oh, okay. Hey, what years were you, how old were you when you served?
23.
Alright, when you're 23 and you're in the military and during the war, right? You never know if you're gonna lose tomorrow, right? No. So why don't you have fun now, today, right? When you have a chance. So what they did, they removed the top covers. The area of the explosive was empty, right? So they put a piece of the wood so they could sit on, they put the controllers on their laps, and they were just having fun. They were just riding.
Can we do that now?
I'm sorry?
Can we do that now?
No, I can't.
We have to get rid of the explosives.
So, but that's what it was. There's a video on YouTube if you type in the Goliath tank mine on YouTube, then there is a video of them actually enjoying having fun. So.
What did they compose? Oh, that's it.
That's it.
How did they? Was it fun?
No, they always switch was definitely.
Oh, okay. So how did you?
I will actually start it so you can see this how it happens. Okay? So everybody heard the stories? Everybody heard everything what I said, right? We all got it? Yes. Enemy. Okay. Thank you for listening, and now we're going to be driving. Yes.
Za twoim przewodem złączył się z narodem. Jak Czarniecki do Poznania, po szwedzkim zaborze dla ojczyzny ratowania zwrócił się przez morze. Marsz Dąbrowski, z ziemi włoskiej do Polski, za twoim przewodem złączył się z narodem.